The launch trailer for The Witch Queen has just released, and from the epic music to some of the secrets we can find throughout the trailer, like this worm, this lightsaber looking sword, and sneak peeks at the raid, this has definitely got to get you excited as a Destiny player. In this video, we're gonna roll the trailer, speculate on some interesting characters Savathun speaks to, and take a deep dive into all this analysis.
Hello, old friend. I've chased you for a long time.
Savathun, the Witch Queen. She infiltrated the Vanguard, weakening us from within. Stealing our most sacred resource. The light.
How do we stop this?
Welcome back, oh honored guest.
It is the mind that must bend to see the truths hidden here.
The game is yours to play now. Just don't say I didn't warn you.
The trailer here opens up with Savathun speaking to someone, referring to them as an old friend. Now personally, to me, this looks like this is still Savathun before she takes the form we're used to seeing in the newer trailers. So who could she be speaking to? Is she speaking to the Traveler, someone like Sathona, or something related to the Darkness and her sister Xivu Arath?
Hello, old friend. I've chased you for a long time.
We then get another look at this cutscene where Ikora sees a flashback to Fundament, the homeworld of the Hive. We can see the Hive and the three sisters rising out of the oceans of Fundament to take their new form as the Hive, ingesting those worms from the worm gods and becoming this. Some cool things to note about this: it looks like Savathun's throne world is built after Fundament, as we've seen this shape in the background in her own Ascendant realm. It's also cool, I think Fundament had 52 moons, and you can see a bunch of those in the skybox at the top of the screen. Here is what looks to be Sathona holding the worm after emerging, and above her in the sky is the Traveler. In the Books of Sorrow, it does mention the Traveler. At first, all these aliens thought that this was just another moon that had aligned with the other ones, but the Traveler was there all that time ago. To what extent it may have helped or damaged, or what it did to them, we are mostly unsure. We do know that when the sisters dove down into the deep in search of the worm gods, they did find a creature called the Leviathan, who was a disciple of the Traveler and told them to turn back, don't go any deeper, don't take the worm, don't tempt the darkness, but they did. Here is another shot of the worm gods in the oceans of Fundament. And it seems this cutscene, which we got peeks of in the Vidoc, actually was a worm. Ikora was holding some type of creature, and it appears this was the exact worm in question. The question now becomes, was this Savathun's worm? I've seen people theorize this is Osiris, that'd be pretty crazy. But what does the Vanguard want with this worm? Are they just simply investigating it? Let me know your thoughts. Here are some newer shots of Savathun's throne world. As a Guardian fireteam ventures deeper under the surface, it looks like, we see this image, which kind of reminds me of the pyramid ship on the moon when Eris awoke it. We then see this clip where the Guardians are in a spooky cavern with fog and some spooky Hive sounds play in the background. Could be anything, could be a worm god, who knows. This architecture here looked pretty cool. It looks like the Guardians are standing on this gondola type thing that is moving, a Hive tomb ship perhaps. Here we see the middle Guardian using Deep Sight. Deep Sight is a new ability we're going to use to get into certain areas in the throne world, and it seems it's going to be very important in the Witch Queen narrative. In this shot we have a Guardian using a sidearm to destroy some light-bearing Hive. But if you take a second to stop right here and reverse it, we see some Hive worms just floating in this tank. Here are some stills at a giant knight that looked pretty cool. We also have another look at the Scorn enemies. We know we're going to see light-bearing Hive, but Scorn will also be within the throne world for their own reasons. And lastly, we have some looks at the mysterious pyramid. Not sure what's going on with this image, got some interesting particles or fire-looking magic streams up on the pyramid. But this final clip shows us a sneak peek of the brand new raid, which takes place inside the thing. The raid says, among the swamps of Savathun's throne world lies a sunken pyramid. Alongside your fire team, venture inward and confront the ancient danger imprisoned within. So what is stuck in here? Is it related to the darkness and the winnower? Is it a worm god or something completely different? And lastly, one of the craziest things people are pointing out is this sword that looks kind of like a lightsaber. The hilt itself really does. I'm not sure if the top is more like a crystal stasis type form, but the Guardian wielding it also has that brand new exotic helmet. Anyway, Guardians, that's all we got for this video. I wanted to point out some of the things you may have missed from the trailer and slow it down a bit and get us excited for the Witch Queen next week. If you'd like to see some more Destiny lore and mysteries just like this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Anyway, my name's Evade and I'll catch you Guardians in the next one.